Hey, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk Empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. These little conversations about things I see come across my radar. The way I look at it, whatever come across your radar in some capacity, it's supposed to teach you a lesson or make you think about something. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. We manifest our own reality, so I mean, how much do people draw to them stuff that they don't want? They don't do that, right? Because everyone knows how manifestation and energy and law of attraction works at this point, and it's, come on, it's 2020. Everybody's awake now, right? I've had a wide spectrum energetic type day. My energy's been, I've had rushes of energy where I just feel flooded. It was kundalini life force energy just go through me. To me, it feels like kisses of 1,000 angels, and then I'm just freaking flat out laying there for like an hour. I'm just blissed out, you know? And then it's like, all right, Mom, you hungry? Yep, all right, back to the freaking 3D world, you know? But it's been pretty nice. It's been overcast, so all day it's been about as dark as it is in my room right now. All day long. It's about 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and people in my frequency aren't doing a whole lot that I'm seeing. The peace dealer popped on a couple times. He's always doing something. He did a talk with the young girl, and you know, each his own. I just wasn't vibing when people are over complimentary and and it just, what kind of show am I watching? So I just bounced out, listened to some pre-recorded stuff, you know. Yeah, to take the good and leave the rest, and what you're aligned with and leave the rest. Without ignoring, or don't ignore the fact that that it doesn't exist, though, because that's counterproductive. People ignore, man, the stuff that people ignore. They just go through life with their little horsey blinders off. Nothing bad ever happens because nothing bad has ever happened to me in my life. There's people like that. There's a lot of people. And a lot of them still live in freaking fear. It's weird. It's like, because nothing bad has ever happened. It's like they're waiting for the instead of having freaking strength and faith and that knowing whatever happens in your life that comes up, you know, you can handle it. They're just, it's gonna get me. And they, you know, buy all the toilet paper up. It's weird. What people fear, tell them themselves that they're afraid of. I'm afraid I can't wash my ass. Not that you don't have any character, that there's no content in your character, and that you're just a shallow human being, but it's whatever. Anyway, I'm kind of a realist. I like to identify as a realist. Real stuff happens, you know. I mostly rely on the tangibility of of stuff in my own world. What's in my world, and this virus ain't in my world. Ain't nobody's sick in my world. Everybody's healthy in my world. You know, I feel great. You know, gonna be a little runny nose because I got some allergies because flowers are blooming everywhere, and I drink milk, and my body tells me I probably shouldn't, but I like it, so maybe one day. I'm already not eating meat anymore. Meat makes me freaking want to lurch. It's not the same that it used to be. It's not meat. It's not meat. Even, it's just, people got greedy. They just wanted to sell products and items and things. So then they wanted to make money doing it. They didn't want to do it from a heart space that, you know, I'm going to sell a good product that people can benefit from, and just, you know, that it can add to people's lives. No, there isn't that. It's, how can I make the most money as fast as I can, right? So then, you know, you start making some money, and then you start cutting costs here and there because, you know, people are still buying consistently. You know, you don't have to cut costs because you're making money, but you want to make more. So you start cutting costs, so people start getting less of what they're paying for, but you're making more money, you know? And more byproducts and more crap that you put in your food, and, well, I know a guy that has this company and let's work together, and, you know, just all these bells and whistles, and you know, you're making more money, and you keep changing your brand and your label and buying new trucks for your fleet, you know, and all the savings can go back to the people that are making it all that happen, but You want to make more money. And all these companies that have come from this heart space, they ain't going to succeed. The house of cards is falling, man. There's so many people that have a lot of really good ideas. They just don't know how to get through to the people to help them, you know. I'd like to be a liaison because I know people that can do some stuff. You know, I know people that have companies that 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 do positive things. You know, make T-shirts and things like that. And I've had good experiences with a lot of company, and I recommend them to other people. You know, and there's companies that I have bad experiences with, and I just won't use or work with, or you know. You don't gotta be mad. You don't gotta go away mad. Just go away. Just don't work with stuff that you're not in line with, you know? I don't like super flashy. When people are super flashy and have big old microphones and the lighting and, you know, you got a studio to promote your message, that doesn't make your message any more valid or less valid. Just tells me that they have a lot of excess and they freaking waste it on bells and whistles when that could be going towards helping other people. Teach his own. I don't judge people for what they do, man. I've done a lot of freaking stuff that I judge myself for doing, so I'm not going to judge other people for doing that. Not a lot of people think like me anyway. I'm a monogamous person. I believe in a monogamy. My spirit, I believe, has one match. Just haven't met her yet. But going into every situation, just that in itself is kind of funny to me because there's so many people that are that just want to hook up and that are chasing sensations, and I don't even fall into that world because I'm a monogamous spirit, you know, and I believe in karma, and you don't mix your energy with other people's energy and karma and all that stuff. People use it for manipulation, and well, if you remove that desire, then you can't be manipulated, can you? Or can you? I don't know. But there's a lot of ways that the ways that I have been my whole life are ways that people are becoming because they've been living. You know, it ain't fun to go around sleeping around with a bunch of people. It don't freaking make people feel good. It doesn't. I haven't seen anyone. I'm not. And the shame. If people want to pick up shame, the shame is all yours to pick up. I don't put shame. I speak in general terms here. So if people find offense, the offense is all yours. And if you know, I don't like. I choose not to pick up offense. You know. So please don't pick up the offense here, because. We're just talking, just having a conversation. So I've never been when in high school, people used to make fun of me because I used to blush. I used to get really embarrassed about things, and I remember there's friends of mine, right? Because they just like to give me a hard time because I couldn't. If anybody said pink panties around me, it embarrassed me, and so they would say it over and over because I'd really get embarrassed, and I'd be just like, and then it gets to the point that you're just annoyed. It's like, why are you doing that? Well, because people like to make people feel uncomfortable, you know. I don't because I've been made to feel so uncomfortable my whole life. I'm a people pleaser because I'm an energetic sensitive, and I can feel people's uncomfortability. And when they get uncomfortable, I get uncomfortable. And yeah, you put the stones in your pocket and you make all the good intentions and you say your prayers and you do all the things to protect your energy. At the same time, we're just like energetic toning forks. And so I find it interesting when people can omit and ignore people's feelings and emotions in desperate attempts and ask for help. When they can just, oh yeah, I didn't see any signs. You know, they send a text message, help me, I'm really desperate, I'm really in a low place, people, oh yeah, I didn't see it, you know, people shut themselves off because they don't know, a lot of people don't know what it's like to feel emotions because they don't have them, because there's a lot of psychopaths out there. There's a lot of people that just won't feel pain, so they just ignore it, and they'll put themselves in vibrational frequencies of joy and bliss and pleasure to just overcompensate for the pain of the emotional pain that they're feeling. But the thing of it is energy doesn't lie and it doesn't forget. So as time goes on, the universe is gonna remind you you haven't dealt with the wreckage of your past, things that you've done, hurts that have happened to you. They're gonna keep coming up, and you're gonna keep getting reminded of these things, and they're gonna keep reminding you until you deal it. If you owe somebody amends, if you've been treated somebody wrong, if you cheated somebody, if you know, done all that thing, you don't have to get a hold of them. Just freaking write them a check and send it to them. You know what I mean? Where's all the accountability? That's what I want to know. Where's all the people? Because we know that the world is crap and that there's a lot of crappy people in the world. They're running the show. They're running the show. It's not the poor people, that are pockets of poverty that are walking this earth, you know, because the rich people on top ravaged their freaking country with bombs and stuff so they could, you know, produce oil, and nobody cares about oil anymore anyway, so it was all for nothing. You know, what about the karma for beating up the earth, from pillaging the earth, from literally abusing the planet with your bombs and your arsenals? But who got to profit? A bunch of old dudes that, you know, had, you know, there's a rocket factory about 40 miles from the capital of Oregon, you know, where freaking all kinds of guys in Oregon. There's only 1.5 million people in Oregon, you know. There's a handful of guys that made a lot of freaking money making rockets and bombs and arsenals, so we can go to other countries and freaking bomb people. But you can't talk out against it because you know, because Uncle Sam's a great guy. No, Uncle Sam's a pervert. He's a he's an opiate addict. I mean, Uncle Sam freaking dipped into his shadow, and now this is the world we get. The good news is once the tower falls and the dust settles and the people will emerge, because we always do, that maybe we'll get some people that are more balanced. You know, everybody has a balance, and either people are closer to being imbalanced or they're really out of fucking balance. And people that don't have emotions, people that can, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay that there's so many poor people in the United States, but government officials pay themselves $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a month. A month! But thanks for the one-time payment at $1,200, yeah. Whose economy's getting stimulated? Whose? You know, but we just be grateful. We be grateful. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Can I have some more? Thank you, thank you. And it's all a bunch of crap. I saw an article today, 60,000 people have gotten well. Well, that's interesting because, you know, because they have interactive maps with numbers all over it, and not even that many people have died, like 38,000 out of 382 million. See what I'm saying is it doesn't freaking match. Everybody shut up. Doesn't match. Everybody just stay inside. Okay. And your guilt, well, you might not get it, but you could still be a carrier. I haven't picked up people's guilt since freaking grown-ups tried to tell me when I was a little girl, you better be good because Santa won't bring you presents. I never believed them then. People have been making up shit for fucking years and years. We're the truth. We're the people that speak the truth. We're the people that, you know, maybe AI is going to be better. It's going to be better. Maybe people will actually not fall through the cracks because some jerk that, you know, works at a government office, you know, is reminded by the woman who's asking, you know, applying for services, but she reminds him of his ex-wife, so he's freaking taking it out on her. It's all that stuff. People say, oh, no, people don't act like that. Yeah, they do. No, it's not personal, it's business. Bullshit. Everything's personal. If people want to help people, they fucking help people. So all these 401ks and these nonprofits, if they were all doing the stuff that they were supposed to be doing, there would be no homeless, there would be no starving people, there would be no kids suffering abused, there would be no sex trafficking. It would have all been abolished. But no, they pay themselves. And then they buy themselves Range Rovers and freaking Mercedes and in these big stupid trucks, you know, and put their logo on it because they're helping people. Are people figuring it out yet? Energy doesn't lie. Who do you want to work with? Someone that's going to be a freaking liar and pay themselves? I don't hang out with people because I know that because there's so many people that are opportunistic. I'm like, I have nothing for them, you know? I have nothing for them. Because I'm a spiritual being and they don't care about spirit stuff. They don't care about spirit stuff. They care about earthly stuff. They care about materialistic stuff. And these spiritualists that keep talking about money and collecting abundance, you're more of the same. You're a hypocrite. Because money ain't even real. It's a made another reindeer game. Made up. Yep. The karma is indeed fucking coming, dude. And then it's like, oh, but, and then the dastardly want you to feel bad for them. Do you ever know anybody have an antagonist in your life like that? I had my brother's one, dude. Freaking, I hate other people. Other people's sweat just makes me like if I could make myself. Dude was a wrestler and he'd go run around. This is probably why. He'd go run around with the sauna suit on, then come home and take off his shirt and throw it at me and stuff and then hold me down and pull my toes until they pop. And this is fun. This is fun. Doing things to other people that other people hate having done to them is fun. Dude was, he was in a fraternity, met with his fraternity bro, I'd met every year at Tahoe, played cards, just all this, maybe I wouldn't be so, and I bet I wouldn't be so, maybe if all these clubs would have embraced me instead of freaking shunning me and not me, even the ones that touted inclusion, still once I came to the window, they're like, no, we got a rule and you don't fall into that criteria. Maybe if the world would have embraced me more, I wouldn't have such an easy time finding fault in all these different paradigms, but it didn't. And actually these paradigms did me a favor by freeing me up from the mentality of working with some and dealing with some of these mentalities. I'm a deliberate human being, and I believe that most people are deliberate. They just, they tout and, oh, I didn't mean to do that, and all that crap, lies, just whatever, but energy doesn't lie, and it's like, yeah, you did. People like me, like, you absolutely did that. You're totally deliberate, and stuff, and I call people out, and whatever. It's like, you might think that you got the whole world fooled, but you don't got me fooled. That sometimes I get fooled because ain't nothing no 100%. So, my train of thought derailed because the song just freaking, I love this song. I just love this song. I wish I could turn it up, but then you get in trouble. It's called Helicopters. Jadina, the chief. Let them come for me if they want to, let them come. I'm a peace-loving, I don't have any record of violence. I'm a decorated veteran at all, at the United States, as if it means anything, but to people that it means something. A marksman, I missed expert by 1, 2, 3, I gotta look at the sheet, 1 or 2, I missed expert by 1. I'm a freaking spiritual warrior, like legitimately, and people, the controllers, and I'm trying to teach people how to not be bullshitted by the bullshitters, because a bullshitter is going to bullshit you, because that's what they do. They just want to see, oh, let's just see what you're going to buy, huh? You go, okay, Benno? Got a bridge to sell? Huh? They make up numbers, man. They set the cost, and yeah, my product is this cost this much, and it's worth this much because you say so. But look around at all the companies that are still, look at all the business as usual. Not my virus. Not my virus. Have a t-shirt made. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm about done. I just wanted to pop in just because there's a lot going on, and sometimes I like to connect with folks. And this is the easiest way that I can connect with people, because, And this has been my world for 3 years, but it's been my astrology too. Everybody gets in. I hope people are using this time wisely. I know a lot of people. There's a lot of freaking like ego. What I'm finding is a lot of egos are not. They're not. The egos are suffering. They're not doing good because they're not getting the attention and the personality of the people that contain them. They're not getting the attention that they need and deserve. So look at like some of the what some of these personalities, these star types are focusing on. It's interesting. You know, once you take the script away, once you don't have people around to do your makeup and pick out your outfits, and you're just, living for yourself, and you don't have other people's words to read every day and everything, and you're just trying to come up with your own creativity. I mean, the reality of it is a lot of them are really revealing themselves to be quite unimaginative and really quite basic and somewhat shallow. And there's more people out there that are coming into their creativity in a positive sense. I feel like a lot of musicians there's going to be a lot of albums coming out here pretty soon. There's going to be, and people are going to tour again, because every catastrophe that's ever happened during the human existence has been, I mean, shoot, down in the Gulf of Florida, there's people from Hurricane Michael that are still living in tent cities in, catastrophic conditions. There's stuff ain't getting fixed. People are just getting richer. Now's the time that the karma's people are figuring it out, that they're gonna be freaking severely punished. You don't start acting right, man. You don't start. Money is supposed to be an energy like everything else, and energy is supposed to flow. It's not supposed to just stop with you. And so when people just keep collecting money and their bank accounts get bigger and busy, that's energy stopping with you. That's potential that needs to be out there for creativity, to be of service, and not make banks rich. This is the stuff that I won't miss. Banks never fucking done me any favors. I got a loan. I've had housing because I was a veteran, but I can't get a bank. I don't know if I can get a bank loan. I hope I can get. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if all these checks and balances to help people are really, because I've never really needed them. But when you need them, are they really there? Ask all the people who've dealt with FINA, all the people in Paradise, all the people. They're not. They're not. Not right when you need them. But it's changing because there's more of a need for things to change. They can't stay the same. Low vibrational behaviors can't win anymore. They can't. They can't get away with this stuff. Freaking bad guys can't win. Freaking generation after generation after generation, and people just slow blink and go, okay, we'll just do what you say just because you said it. I ain't never been that person. I'm always been that person. Why? Why can't I? Why do you get to and I can't? Why? Why? Why can't someone that's been, in dog rescue and everything, why can't they learn how to, why do they have to go to school for 8 years to work exclusively on dogs? Why can't there, there's all these other ways of doing things. Like have specialized, just like veterinary schools for dogs, just like more specialized without, kind of thing. And certificates don't need to be, and certifications don't need to be so costly. College shouldn't cost $250,000. It shouldn't. There shouldn't be students, 18, 19, 20, 21, living in their cars so they can go to college because they can't pay the rent. They can't pay the prices that the people ask for because, people are greedy and want you to pay for their stuff. It's like, they're paying 3 times as much for the mortgage. I know somebody that hasn't paid for her house in like the Bay Area because she owned a house in San Francisco. So her what she charges for rent pays the mortgage and her rent. That shit ain't fair. I'm just tired of not fair, man. It's like good people, you come up with ideas in governments and politics. They come in and say, nope. Nope, you'll prosper too much from that, you know, unless I can prosper too. Oh, Uncle Sam, you creep. Anyway, that's. Is there anything going on in the chat? Is there anything going on in the chat? What's wrong with your brother? He's a I can't even say that. He's an Earth sign. I got no Earth in my chart, so I don't mean any ill will to people of Earth. Okay, formerly Spirit Horse. Okay, yeah, people change their logos and stuff all the time. It's hard to keep track. I can keep track for a little while, but there's too much. There's too many technologies. Too weird. I started actually a new stream and set it up, and from the last time I did that to this time, I upgraded it so it's different. But I noticed a lot of people are having hard times with lives and getting their tech out. You know, it's like, and that's I'm a slider too. When you're a high vibrational being and you don't keep your energetic field in check, a lot of times you're gonna frazzle shit. You know, I do it with tech. I can't angry text. It freaking pisses me off. I can't because I hate typing anyway. I think it's kind of what the universe did to limit me so I don't angry text and rant, you know. And I'll do things like I'll type out a whole paragraph of me spewing my truth, and the universe says nope, something will happen, the page will reload, it's gone. It's like confounded. I can't. It's like I'm not supposed to be a jerk. And sometimes I want to be a jerk because I want to out-jerk the jerk. But the universe says no. Vibe higher. Vibe higher. It's not always easy. I'm not a typical Aries. I'm Aries Sun, Cancer rising, Scorpio moon. I'm full spectrum. I don't like when people are fake much. You know, if you're going to be nice to me, be nice to me because you recognize I'm a decent person. You know? Don't be nice to me because of what people think I can do, you know, what I can get out of me, whatever. Because I'll do it for a while and then I'll pick up on it and then it's just not fun no more. You know? People don't like being used. And there's a lot of people out there just like using people. And I've never understood that vibration, man. Self-soothe. Fill your own cup so you don't got to go to other people and rely on them to fill up the cup for you. You know, be your own joy, be your own bliss, and freaking man, I really hope people start like meditating and start listening to their body and feeling the sensations in your own body and stop chasing sensations that other people are gonna freaking make in you. Because they're not as good. There's all this freaking attachment and low vibes that come with that stuff. No. It's kind of cool to talk to young people and hear young people they're a lot more open-minded. I mean, the way I've talked like this my whole life, you know. And people have people have really embraced me for it or have really ostracized me for it. And I've been involved in a lot of really big paradigms and big businesses and stuff like that. And it's just, you know, the smaller stuff is a better fit for me, you know. I'd hope to one day teach and be able to travel around a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, and see some places, you know, and meet some people and collectively raise the vibration of the whole earth. Because, you know, I've been to some latitudes and longitudes, and I think it's really interesting how when you start meeting people and start connecting with people, finding out where they're from and where they are now and where they have been in their life, and seeing where I have been in latitude and longitude and where they have been latitude and longitude in the places. And oftentimes you'd be surprised how many times you've just missed each other in different places because like attracts like. That's why the same people go to Mount Picchu or whatever, the same place, you know, people go to the Caribbean, they're drawn to the same energetic field, the same story that their DNA is telling them. Everybody's DNA is waking up now. Wake up, wake up. Don't be a D-bag, don't be a D-bag. Be kind and loving. Then people are like, oh, I can make so much more money if I'm a D-bag. And then the consequences come. Why is all this stuff happening to me? Anyway, I'm just rambling on. I ain't saying nothing I ain't never said before. But, it was just a really quiet day, and I wanted to connect, so here I am connecting. That's what a spiritualist are supposed to do. But don't go to another channel and tell people that you do videos, because then they will yell at you if they are the Sky Priestess or if they are the Leo Cub. Man, some people are so freaking sensitive. And it's funny because neither of them, I've looked all over both of their website and there's no disclaimer. It doesn't say anywhere on there, say, don't promote yourself. This is only a place for me to promote me, and all things are about me and to promote me. If it would have said that, I would have respected it. It didn't say that. But people like to make up rules after the fact. And I'm a rule breaker. Well, when they're really stupid. And look at all the creative, stupid rules that are coming out right now, man. You know, and that's why I quit going to Winco, is because they kept creating rules that just impeded the progress of human beings. They're just freaking retarded, man. It was like they were roping people off and keeping them so they were more together. It's stupid. And then they took away the running water, you know, the water fountain and back, you know. And it's just like, there's just because you can do things doesn't mean you have to. But you know, but they keep coming up with more rules, you know, and the people like it. You're gonna see so many rules that people are gonna freaking start making signs, getting out in the streets and being, no, enough of your rules. Whatever happened to at your own risk? Whatever happened to that? Since when does people that are very unimaginative, that don't even, you know, look at all the people in Congress. Look how many of those people they're just like a freaking burger away from a heart attack. You care about health all of a sudden now? You've been freaking eating like a freaking pig for, 20, 40 years. All of a sudden people are like, oh my God, I gotta get healthy. I gotta get healthy. Just like the old dude freaking in Cocoon. They didn't believe everybody. They kept telling him, and then he blabbed his mouth, and then everybody came in and took all the juice, and then then his wife needed the juice, and there was none for her because he was a freaking dick. Yeah, I gotta turn the TV on for Mom. All right, I'll come out and get him. Gotta find the cat. All right, hope you all have a rad evening. Peace.